Jordan here from PlanningSolo. Just a really quick video outlining some of the services and areas of advice that we can work in and what we can help with. Just a very quick disclaimer, just taking you through the fact that this is all general in nature. We haven't taken into account your personal circumstances when preparing this. So we are a full-service financial planning advisory firm. We offer the full range of advice on our clients' financial position. So that includes things like just baseline strategic advice, so longer-term planning. We're in position A now, we want to get to position B. What's the best structure to follow? We also offer one-off advice, so ad hoc advice. So we're working with somebody at the moment who has actually received a sizable inheritance, and they're looking to put together an investment portfolio to meet their goals into the future. So it's very much a one-off piece of advice. We also offer ongoing service and advisory packages where we can maintain a relationship with our clients to make sure that we're helping them manage their financial position. We offer a full range there, so from a very light touch administrative-only service through to essentially a CFO where we control and manage people's entire financial position, and the full range in between. One area where we find we're doing a lot more work lately is second opinions. So people will come to us with the work prepared by their current advisor or by an advisor they're looking to engage to get a second opinion on the suitability of that advice. We offer that service, so we provide that via a full report, and we direct that in comparison to our understanding of their position, and we've found that for a lot of people that can be quite useful. In terms of the specifics, so here are some of the parts that make up our overall process that we can break out and offer individually. We have found that people get a lot of value just out of these individual sessions, even though they may then go on and do it themselves. Just having somebody facilitate the conversation can be quite powerful. So the big one there is the clarity session. We sit down and we take about 90 minutes and we'll work through the ins and outs of your financial history and also the financial future you want to paint. And we'll note that up into a report for you, and then you can sit there and take that away and put your future together based on that. It helps we can bring our experience to bear there. The discovery meeting's a big one for a lot of people, particularly that have been through the divorce process. They'd be very aware of how much information they need to provide, and we provide a service where we can help them gather that info, so we know what to ask and who to ask it of, so we can provide that. Goal setting is something that people will generally do a few years into their divorce. Once they've gotten past the considerable complexity of the divorce process, then it's about trying to plan the future and setting some goals around that. Product collection is very similar to the discovery meeting, in which we will do a full audit of your position and try to get an idea of where all of your products are. So it's all of your super funds, insurances, investments, and put that together into a picture for you. And finally, the referral service is one that's done at no charge, but we have a pretty considerable network of other professionals and services that we've dealt with over the years who we are happy to recommend. So we find that quite a few people are calling us, do you know a good mortgage broker or solicitor or accountant or psychologist or counsellor? And we can quite happily pass on a name or two and also try to facilitate an introduction. So this is a little bit beyond the sort of the standard picture of what a financial planner does, which is why we're going into it in a bit of detail. Quite a few areas of advice that we cover. Typically our work is focused on people going through divorce, which is reflected in this. And that can lead through to the bigger picture stuff as well. Things like if you've divorced relatively close to retirement, we will often work through the retirement planning process as well, just to help smooth that transition as well. So probably the first thing that we're typically engaged to do by our clients is to help them assess the property settlement options that are on the table. Nothing that we do in this case is legally binding as part of the settlement process, but what we do is we give you 3 levels of priority within the property settlement. So you can choose between what you absolutely need as a minimum, what's an acceptable lifestyle, and also sort of what's the maximum that if this was offered to you, you should take it and run. And that can help people with the negotiation process, and it helps their solicitors as well. Now, we try to keep that realistic. It has to be within the context of your own financial position, but we've found that can be quite useful during that process. We also, within there, help you prioritise the different components of the property settlement. Commonly, this is, do I want the superannuation or do I want the house? So we can help answer that question for you mathematically and show you the benefits of each. We will then step back. The property settlement process is part of the big picture, obviously, of the divorce action. We will take a step back then, and we're commonly re-engaged once the settlement has been finalised and the payment's made. And then we can help our clients regain that clarity and control over their position so they can feel a lot more confident moving into the future. Generally, step one there is the money management budgeting piece and really helping make sure that your cash system is under really strict control. And that flows down into the remainder of the list as well. So strategically, we will do quite a lot of planning for clients to make sure that they're on the right path. Incorporated in that is an assessment of multiple scenarios, which all sounds very complicated, but it's basically what-if questions. And then the portfolio and situation reviews is, here's where you are now, here's where we think you can improve things, retirement planning, and ultimately, our expertise is in helping people navigate one of their life's big transitions, and we can generally parlay that into other areas as well. But it is really a focus of ours to help people navigating their divorce. We do some work with products. I find that it's a decreasing part of our practice. Products are often necessary as a part of our advice, but quite often our advice doesn't even touch on it. But just so you know, we are authorised to provide advice on banking, budgeting, superannuation, investments, insurances, self-managed superannuation, and direct equities as well. Very much on, we will assess for those clients we believe that's suitable for. And we also provide services in tandem and by referral to other professionals, particularly around debt management. That's a big part of our process in the first phase. But also we engage solicitors on the estate planning side to make sure that your wishes have been properly documented. And taxation, the necessary evil that it is, we have a few accountants who are very happy to work with to help manage that for our clients. That's everything. That covers, as quickly as I possibly could, the broad range of services and advice that we can provide. If I've missed anything, or if you are unsure if your question would fall into any of these categories, just give me a call. Very happy to have a chat about how we might be able to help. And I'm also quite happy to say that if we can't help, we can pass you on to somebody or pass on the details of somebody that I think could help. So just give me a call. My number's on the website, or you can send me an email. Thanks very much.